any good boat enthusiast should know that when a man falls out of your boat and into the water, you should yell, "Man overboard." Now, what should you yell if a woman falls overboard?
Full speed ahead.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Coming to you live from Studio 5, high atop the Meadowbrook Building in Metro West Massachusetts, it's the Wicked Pissah Show. Hello and welcome to the Wicked Pissah Show. This is show 15.
Yep.
15. It's October 8th. I'm Byron.
I'm Bumpa.
And I'm Allie. What's up, folks?
Together, we are the Wicked Pissah Show.
Okay, noted 14.1 on YouTube.
Outstanding. Looks like they're
That's
getting
what
their
it
shit
says.
together.
It's okay.
I know we go through this every show.
Every show and everyone is like almost like a panic statement though. You know, it's like, is it 14.1 on YouTube? I know it is.
Am I supposed to be here? Is this the place I'm supposed to be?
I expect it to be screwed up. If you watch our show and you don't experience a screw up, be worried. Be very, very worried.
Be very, very afraid.
Exactly. So let's see. So it is. Why don't we go into the costume contest? You want to talk about that?
Okay. About what?
Well, you're the one who brought it up, so it was going to be a topic. So.
No, I said a Wicked Pissah field trip. Byron, I think Byron said something about the contest.
No, you asked me if we had any entries, and you were going to discuss it.
I apologize. All right, I'm waking up. All right. So, yeah, we've got a Halloween costume contest going on, and first prize is a $50 gift card and a T-shirt, and we're gonna have five different categories.
God, sorry, that's me. Don't look at him. That's me. You can look at me.
So I'll give you the evil eye.
Absolutely.
And Bumpa busted ass is what happened over there.
That was me going to YouTube. That happens.
All right. So anyhow, we are looking for your entries. You can send them to us via Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or email us at wickedpissahshow@gmail.com. You can go to our Facebook page. You can get our Instagram page, I believe, as well, and Twitter, to get a list of our rules. So please make sure that you follow them, and please submit entries. We are so looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with. One of the categories is most creative. It is most creative, correct?
Correct.
Sure, why not?
We have, what are the categories?
Most creative, sexiest.
Sexiest, scariest.
Most creative actually would be most original. That's
Most original, that's, yeah.
Sexiest, scariest, best character, and funniest.
What I want to see is someone dressing up like Bumpa.
Just put a Wicked Pissah t-shirt on. And
yeah, if you dress as Bumpa, you get no points from me because it's like the easiest thing to do. So, you didn't try very hard.
Oh, come on now.
Oh.
But, no, please submit your entries. We're all looking forward to seeing what you've got. Also, definitely, one thing I want to bring up is the Black Dog Radio Show. Friend of ours.
Yep.
And they, on their last show, were wanting me to... I'm sorry, I'm a little slow. I'm going to uptake right here. They wanted me to explain, because they say once you go black, you never go back at the end of
Hey, where are the white women at?
Right.
At the end of their... What do you call it? The intro.
Yeah, one of their intro items.
And I, at the end, say... not true. And the reason that I say not true, and I don't mean anything towards the Black Dog Radio Show, it has nothing to do with you gentlemen and woman. It has to do with the fact that I've been black and I've went back, so it's that statement's just not true. That's all I mean.
All right. Well, we'll continue that shout out. We played the outro.
Taking the country by storm. The Black Dog Radio Show. Because once you go black, you never go back.
Not true.
Hey, where are the white women at?
We were just waiting.
Oh, I was still not there. Not true. Oh my God, I'm
She's
sorry.
on her phone again like she did last week.
I was
Byron.
texting my brother just to see if we were gonna hear from him tonight. That's all.
And you can see my screen's a little fucked up because
Not true.
the lights are not on behind me.
Oh shit!
Oh,
We didn't
yeah.
even turn on the
The
lights.
studio's half off.
Oh my God. All right. BRB.
It's the switch underneath the skirt there.
Oh.
Don't step on a cat.
And look at it. Even probably.
Gee, look at the shine on that chrome dome over here, but there's all hair there.
Gave him a clean background.
Hey, I'm
tonight.
a little lighter myself, probably, huh?
Well,
According to YouTube, I'm looking pretty dark.
you still have the ass behind you on the main screen.
Yeah,
But I did clear that one up.
I want to switch that to my monster.
I'm so happy that the Black Dog Radio Show was so excited about the T-shirt that we sent them, and
Yeah, that was a very nice
That
touch.
was-
They made a video for us, so we put
Yeah.
and we shared. They put it on their Facebook page.
Yeah,
and we
that was-
shared it.
I keep on listening to the show when I'm driving into work. It is just funny as hell.
It is
And
a great show.
It sounds pretty good. I mean, I know new studio comes with new problems. Remember when we
yeah, well,
first came
plus
Oh, yeah, we're still
they're trying to
tweaking.
add equipment, and also they want to have they want to stream live
Yeah.
also. So
Looks like a much bigger. We got an unknown caller on
Yeah,
the street
bring it
line
in.
already.
Bring it in.
unknown.
Hey, you're on the
Hello?
Pissah show.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey.
Looking for Mr. Mark. I'm Agent Bob Smith. I am IRS.
Who is this?
You want more money?
All right.
And if he doesn't give his money, you will send the black and white and seize all his property.
No, you
In 30 minutes.
Black or white.
But you have 30 minutes to do that, right?
I think you get nailed in the rears with taxes too.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us tonight the one guy who escaped the dragnet over there in India.
And he's still operating behind enemy lines.
All right.
Well,
I see a red dot on your head. I thought it was SWAT team. I was like, oh no, fuck, that's been there for years.
yeah, that's true with him.
That's potato head. That's a big bear.
Potato.
That's about right for him.
Wow.
Is it cold in the apartment? Because I see nipple under SWAT.
Hey now.
Hey,
Open your mouth wider. I didn't mean Abby.
you were talking about me?
You don't want to say it head.
You were talking about...
It went back. I just looked. Going.
Oh, look, it's Byron in the bar. How natural.
It's another friend of the show. All right.
Byron, what are you talking about? Byron barely drinks, only when he's on the show. He doesn't go to bars or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just strip clubs.
Yes. All right. Well, apparently the Indian authorities caught up with him, and I guess that's a good way to start off the news.
What was that?
That's someone
That was so funny.
It's someone who I know who hangs out with some of Boston's most beautiful broadcasters late at night in bars.
That's funny as hell.
Let's cover the news. Let's go over to Byron. He's at the news desk. Hold on.
Got my theme there.
Wait for the eyebrow.
Good evening and welcome to the Wicked Pissah News. I am your newscaster, Byron. All right, a couple of things. In India, over 700 people were arrested in that IRS scam. So it looks like we're not going to be able to make those calls to anybody.
Oh.
Another new breaking news story. This involves a company it's been boycotted for years by different groups, and their political stance is shaky at best because it's quite uninformed. apparently Ben and Jerry's now has come out in support of Black Lives Matter.
Fuck them.
Really?
Let's see. They matter because the injustices they face steal from all of us.
What about the Indians?
White people and people of color
Seriously.
alike. The letter reads, they steal our very humanity. These two guys, they're a couple of hippies who started a company. Now, their ice cream was good when it first started.
Yeah.
And then they decided to get get their ideology into this, and it's just awful. They keep on pushing things. They supported, what was their big first one? It was the cop killer in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I forget the name, but yeah.
Back in the 90s?
Yeah.
Or
Right, but, a lot of people boycotted the company when actually they have no control over the company today.
They
Ben
have
and Jerry
a small
themselves.
stake. Now, the thing is, Unilever owns them right now.
Right.
Unilever's the largest.
They are no more than a marketing. Them two are a marketing gimmick for the company. That's it.
Right. They're the ones. Unilever really needs to put a leash on them because it's going to hurt their worldwide business. You think about it. You come out with these racist remarks and expect people to be happy about it. Come on.
You don't get. I mean, I'm not trying to make light of slavery or the racism that African Americans had to face or anything like that. But there's so much talk about Black Lives Matter. You never hear anything about the Indians or anything. You know what? I think this Black Lives Matter movement was a political move, just like the fucking clowns.
All right. Well,
It's a political move for the government to keep us distracted from something. Even Black Dog said that too.
Disagree though.
No, completely
disagree. Well, let's agree to disagree.
I read up. I actually went to the Black Lives Matter webpage and was shocked at what I found. The disjointed statements that they made, the absolute inciting to racial violence, and then in the same breath, they say diversity.
Yeah.
But and then they say don't dilute Black Lives Matter. Until Black Lives Matter, not all lives can matter.
Right.
I sat there and I was astounded that they did this. There's 3 women, and I believe they're of the. There's a whole bunch of letters. Now, this is a no PC zone. There's no political correctness here.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. See, there you go.
Number 1.
That's right.
Out of 1,000.
Well, you did number 2 before you came in. Yeah.
Oh. So the bidet got a good workout already?
Hey now. No, that was him earlier. But these people are running around, and the problem is there's so many people running around with this under this umbrella. I also took a look on theguardian.com. I don't know if you've ever been there.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
They've got people killed by police in the U.S.
Well, I'm sure, I've seen and heard a lot of stories about, and I don't mean to interrupt you, Byron, but it's almost like everybody that gets pulled over automatically hits record on their phone.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's fine to do.
There's a lot of, most people are doing that.
That's
A lot of people are actually doing that.
If you're in the state of Massachusetts, you definitely want to let them know that you're recording.
Well, I'm just talking about Facebook videos that I've seen. I've seen a lot of videos of people just being pulled over for a minor traffic offense. And
okay, well, I mean, speaking of minor traffic offense, the most recent thing that they're complaining about on this webpage is a guy by the name of Lucas Felkel. Just the other day was shot by Berkeley County Sheriff's Office in South Carolina. Now, they're evacuating that whole area, and the police have more than enough to do. They've got traffic cones everywhere, and this guy is bullshit because he can't take a left, he can't take a right. He's pissed off. So he starts running down the cones, drives right at a police officer who's directing traffic, and then they chase him while everybody's evacuating. This guy wants to go get his Starbucks or whatever the hell he wanted to. And he just the report on the the counted website is what they're on. Felkel was at a hurricane evacuation checkpoint. Now, another problem is we have blogs out there. People don't know the difference between blog and news.
Yeah.
They read this and, like the Occupy Democrat, they call that news.
A blog is simply opinion.
With bad grammar.
Bad grammar. Yeah.
It really is. You
Yeah,
read
it is not news. Usually the quote, the source is the person writing it.
Yeah.
Whether, and what's their credibility. If,
They use pictures that are pulled from the web, and God knows where that picture came from.
Right, and that's why a lot of people, like even with Facebook, often misjudge when they see an article or something, and constantly things of old news that happened years ago.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, look at this. And like, yeah, that happened 4 years ago. Somebody else recently posted something, police related, I forget exactly what it was, and, this cop got his job back, or he got fired and went to prison, about time they did something. And like my reply was, that was 5 years ago. I think, they don't look at the statistics of things also, and reality, like you're talking about.
Well, my reasoning for saying that was like, a lot of African Americans are getting pulled over.
Right, but
they automatically pull the camera out. The Black Lives Matter movement has a lot to do with that.
Well,
because of all the media hype.
There's also
you'll go on YouTube, you'll find hundreds, maybe thousands of videos. Yeah. There are millions of traffic stops every day. Millions every day.
Okay.
And 99% of them
were me. No.
99% of them.
I gotta say.
99% of them, people do not pull out a camera. Okay, so it is a very small fraction. Even the black, even talk about minorities, talk about black people doing it. Even them are far and few. Not all blacks are on the same page. Many disagree with the BLM
absolutely.
too. There are many that disagree with the BLM. Some, I agree that there are some issues. And no doubt there are issues in the country, and there always has been. But at the same time, when they start screaming about slavery. I'm sorry, that happened 150 years ago. I mean,
I have nothing to do with that.
Yeah,
number
that's
one.
all you got is you bitch about slavery and unequal treatment, unfair treatment.
Yeah.
There are many people that can.
It's like I said. What about the Indians?
There are many people that can complain about unfair or unequal treatment.
Indians.
Exactly.
Irish.
Indians. Men.
Indians.
Women.
No, the Indians. The Native Americans. The Native Americans. I know I said that fucked up. The Native Americans. The first drink kind of hit me weird. No, the Native Americans. They gave them smallpox. Freaking.
And, not only Native Americans, or whatever other race, the same thing, men and women. White, black, whatever. Even white men. A white male in a company owned and managed by women can experience, discrimination. And they have. So, it goes all, it's not just a race thing. There's sexual harassment, there's, racial discrimination, sexual discrimination, so it's not just one race. And, they can argue it all they want because, honestly, the way you look at, as far as the blacks, they are the second largest race. Is white. But, and again, even though, to me, the whole white thing kind of really kills me. Like, it's like some guy, we all came, everybody except for the Native Americans came from somewhere. Everybody came from somewhere.
Everybody came from somewhere.
Exactly. So nobody's like, quote, from this country, or, family originally.
We're from the goddamn planet.
Yeah,
come on.
family.
But again, ancestors came from Ireland or whatever, Italy or whatever, so they, that's what I'm trying to say is people sit there and try to put themselves higher or whatever, and especially when people, some of the racial tensions with minorities is that, well, they're not from this country, they should go back to, their own country or things like that.
When it all comes down to it, that means none of us should be here.
Oh, we got another phone call.
Bring it in.
All right. Hey, you're on the Wicked Pissah Show.
Hello. You're on the Wicked Pissah Show.
Yes, I have a question. What do you call a black guy in Montreal?
What?
Oh, no.
Is it African Canadian or what's the proper?
That is a good one.
Oh, you know, like I think
That's a good question.
actually, like
What would a black
I'm
man be
gonna-
called in Sydney, Australia?
A black down under? I don't know. African down under, I mean. Not black down under. I didn't mean that, sorry. African down under?
Australian. I call them Australian, American, Canadian, and that's where the problem lies.
No, actually, yes. You're absolutely correct.
They're not African because they, you know, just like us.
They're just descendants.
Exactly,
They're
descendants just like us. You know,
yeah,
sit there.
they were just forced over here.
Right, you know, Irish American,
Well, I
Italian,
didn't mean just
right,
forced.
Italian American,
No, not to make
Polish
light.
American, all of those French American.
We even have handicap, gender, size.
Yeah,
Everybody's prejudiced about something.
exactly.
And everybody's overly sensitive. Now, this goes back to my theory on the political correctness movement of the late 80s, early 90s, where everybody decided to be correct. Oh, we don't want to, we don't want to call them black people.
Yeah,
No, yeah, it's
Why not?
African American.
I agree with. I know exactly what you're
I
saying.
like the African American term better. I think it
I
sounds
don't.
nicer.
No, I don't.
Well, what do you call
Yeah, well,
them?
there are plenty of African Americans that they also argue the same thing. I'm not African American.
Just American. Okay.
And
Oh,
there
so
are
just
people-
American.
as far as I'm concerned, the black, as far as the black statement, that to me that's just like being blonde or blue-eyed. To me, that's their skin color. Dark complexion, light complexion, medium complexion. Hispanics, medium complexion type thing. So. To me,
We're all different complexions. Everybody's
I
different
get
complexion.
exactly. So one of the ways as far as getting away from race is one, like on applications and stuff, that shit needs to come off. Check off if you're white, black, Hispanic, Latino, whatever. That you don't need that.
But that's where the political correctness came in, and they had a quota system.
Yeah, and it still doesn't fucking work anyway, because there are many companies you can go to there's not a single minority or a single woman working there, and then vice versa. There are plenty of companies out there that have all minorities and no.
It's government.
Well, yeah, because there's a lot of companies out there that are like, oh god, if I don't have this, don't they actually have to have a quota?
No, there's no quota. They just can't.
They don't they have
No,
to have a
because they get
certain amount of females, a certain amount
Nope.
of.
No.
But certain companies get tax breaks for certain people who they hire.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
But there's different breaks, like it depends on the type of company too. If they work on like say government contracts and stuff, they want to have the company should be at a certain quota.
This,
a certain
a friend of mine on the West Coast, you know who I'm talking about. I troll his posts quite a bit, and I love you, man, but I gotta make fun of your posts a lot more often, and it really sometimes tends to get it blows up. And then his friends out there are all on a tear on the social justice warrior scale of on a 10 they're on 12. These people are screaming at me. He posted recently that there's I forget the exact amount, the percentage of Walmart workers that are on welfare.
They'll work at Walmart.
Good for them. These people are on welfare. And they're working.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. That's what welfare is for. It's there to give you a hand,
To
and then
help,
when you're done,
yeah.
you're
Right.
on your own.
Exactly.
Well, definitely working at Walmart,
Well-
even full time, is not going to be. You're not going to be able to support a family.
Exactly. I mean, I can see one part of the argument is that Walmart employees they're on welfare too. So they're arguing that Walmart doesn't pay enough.
Yeah, but how the hell do you support a family on a Walmart
exactly.
salary?
I'm looking at two things. Just like you said, they're supporting the family. They're working and they're getting supplemented with welfare.
But they're hardworking people.
Exactly. So they work rather than freeload, which is terrible.
Commendable.
Yeah. So it's commendable he's doing it. It's shitty those people that freeload.
Right.
And then when you want to argue that Walmart doesn't pay enough, don't work at Walmart. That's a fucking solution. Don't work at Walmart.
Again, these are
Okay.
entry-level jobs. They're
And
stepping stones. to
exactly,
something bigger.
it goes back to the whole. Remember, everybody wanted $15 an hour for retail and fast food workers. Blah blah blah. It was
Okay.
there was big push, and it's still going on. And
ambulance personnel out there making
Make less, yeah.
$14.95 an hour.
they, $15 an hour to flip burgers. No. And, first it was a big fast food push, they call it, $15 an hour. But in reality, minimum wage across the board would go up. You don't put a minimum wage up for one particular industry, other than like the service, the waitresses.
Another thing that you have to talk about. You ever go to Walmart.com? And it's not an advertisement for them by any stretch of the imagination, but
Well, they suck. I shop there, but they suck.
Yeah. I shop there because they're cheap.
Walmart.
But if you go
I like
there,
Walmart very much.
you go and you have to put in your zip code. No, not many people realize why you have to do this. Now, everybody thinks, oh, it's because they're going to help me find a store. No, it's because they're going to give you the price range for your zip code.
Right.
You go to the south, an item
Things cost. Yep.
up here, it's like what, $2?
Yeah, they're only $1.49.
$1.50. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I was
Go
going
down
to say
south.
$1.49 too.
Go down south, 99 cents.
Oh yeah.
Because their cost of living is cheaper. It's all where you live, the demand for services, the use of services.
Massachusetts.
A higher one.
Yeah, it is.
Outside California.
Massachusetts is like the third or fourth strongest economy, and probably the fifth or sixth most expensive place in the U.S. to live.
Right.
So,
Believe me, I know.
So yeah, so everything goes up across the board because everyone makes more money, everyone pays more money, and half the people who live in Mass that might be listening or watching this, they're saying, "Well, I make shit." You think you make shit now? Go somewhere else. Go to Alabama. See what shit is.
Right.
Where the minimum wage is still at like fucking $7 an hour or something. But that's shit. But again, your mortgage is going to be half of what it is up here.
Oh, dear God. A friend of mine out in California, again on the West Coast, he just...
Really? Believe it?
I haven't had enough yet. But some of our listeners may have had a little more. Who knows? But we that's right. Now I'm like Allie getting distracted. I can't think. Fuck, I hate that.
Well, I feel sometimes like I get put on the spot and my mind just goes completely blank.
Oh, brain fart.
Complete.
Yeah, a brain seizure fart.
That's my soundboard.
Yes. We're going to get you in on the soundboard.
Do we have any listeners on Spreaker? I'm just curious how their quality is.
We do. Kelsey is out there.
We got 2 watching on YouTube.
All right, our YouTube watchers, let us know how
Unless
things
that's
are.
one and one includes us watching.
Probably.
Could be.
I know.
We had 3. I know Bill commented, but...
Yeah, I'd just like to know if our sound is still up.
The fan of the show who keeps on calling in, who shall remain nameless, because he's a different kind of character. Let me tell you.
No.
But yeah, he did actually bring to mind that whole thing with that call center. Mm-hmm. That call center that Black Dog Radio Show was involved. Yeah. They took the call from and they recorded it. Yeah. All of them got roped. 700 people.
Wow. Yeah.
It was a legitimate call center.
Yeah, it was insane. I saw that.
How many? There was
750. 750, I believe.
I remember the initial arrest was 70 from the office.
Right, and
but then they said, they made it clear they had like hundreds. Yeah. They said they had hundreds or more to interview and investigate. So that's nice.
Now this was apparently a legitimate company that does, like Dell outsources everything to India. So you're speaking to someone who. Over in India, they train these people to lose their Indian accents and to learn about what goes on in the U.S. And it's just,
people are right.
Thank you very much.
People are right. Some of derogatory
courtesy
shit.
of Wilfred.
Hello, Wilfred.
Thanks for that, Bill. I like that joke, but I'm not gonna say that on the air.
No, please don't. My God, we're getting hate mail and suspicious packages.
Death threats.
Well, they're already
all that
thinking
shit.
that we're. I just want to go clear and on the record. We're not racist.
No, baka. Absolutely
no,
not.
that's just all I hear. That doesn't mean I'm racist.
And that's why the show after the second show, she tried to clarify.
She did.
Yes, I am not, and I am not prejudiced. I dislike everybody equally.
I did like your face when it happened.
I dislike. I dislike everybody equally.
Everybody face like an ostrich. But I think, like she said, though, for many of us that don't speak a second language or barely know, might understand a few words of another language.
Again,
Segundo piso, la
again,
de...
okay.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Keith. That's what?
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Oh?
Alright.
She doesn't understand the language.
She didn't do...
So, the one thing that really gets me, I don't know, makes my ass hair stand on end. Yes, I have ass hair. I think everybody does. And just to answer that question before it's asked,
Inquiring
is
mind,
when is press 1 for English.
Yeah.
That really fucking pisses me off.
I have to give credit, though, to a lot of companies. They have gone away from that.
Yes.
And
it's
like
press 1 for Spanish, press 2 for Portuguese, press 3 for whatever the fuck else you are.
What they've been doing, whatever will answer the phone, and then it'll make that announcement in Spanish to press 2, So they've gotten away with telling, English press 1 is automatic default, which is good. Yeah, But,
it goes along the whole thing of Braille on the drive up ATM. I don't get that.
I hate to sound like a communist. I'm going to sound like it because I'm going to refer to Russia. And, Russia's whole theory when dealing with immigrants is this is our way of life. Accept it or leave. And, I agree to that. And, that's... they do have serious racial issues over there, things like that.
Racial? They're not only racial.
They're the most racist, the bias group.
The skinhead groups.
That brings me back to like people not standing or people kneeling during the national anthem and stuff like that.
Well,
that's just so disrespectful.
It is, but
no, but honor. Yes, they have the right to do that. They have the right to kneel. But do you have the right to disrespect the country that you're standing in, that you're playing in, that you're making millions and billions of fucking dollars in? I mean, have some fucking respect.
To us,
have some respect.
It's up to us, the viewers, the fans,
very passionate. Sorry.
To stop patronizing like Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah,
I refuse to buy Ben and Jerry's.
Boycott Ben and Jerry's.
Paul Newman's stuff. I refuse to buy any of his stuff. They make good products. I've had it before. It tastes good. I'm not going to give them any money.
No.
Yes, but that's the great thing about living in this country. We're free to do as we please.
Exactly.
And now, the big... sorry.
Oh, God.
All right.
I was told sound on YouTube has a big echo.
Sorry.
Probably Bumpa.
Well...
He's big.
Don't just say sorry, fucking fix it.
We don't.
You tell me what button does that.
We barely...
I barely know what the power button is on my laptop.
We are happy to be online at this point.
Right?
But anyway, what was I going to say? The handhold thing.
Yeah, you're into ice cream and stuff, and I can get from there and point after that.
How about we talk about the fucking clowns?
They've popped up in Australia now. And some woman in, I believe, Maine, chased down one of them fuckers.
Oh, I heard about that.
With a gun. The clown had a toy gun. She went after him with the real gun. I'm sorry, you catch me on a bad night.
Hey, you can. I catch a clown on my property. Exactly. Fucking done. Bozo will be buried.
Maybe I should stop drinking now that leveled off. I caught that at just the right time, huh? With the sound effect.
That was beautiful.
That was pretty good.
Let me know if the sound changed at all.
Alright.
If it doesn't, there's not much more I can do. Bravo, fucking hell.
Alright.
But yeah, again, my whole thing with the minority issue, period, is just if we stop counting them as far as tracking like that, as far as, like I said, with application process, quotas, in many states, I guess there's been a lot of rulings on affirmative action. Mm-hmm. To me that's bullshit. Affirmative action is bullshit because it's not fair that if you or I'm black, you're white, and I get the job over you because we're equal.
I can give you a perfect
But you get it because you're white.
Because I'm black. I get
black,
it.
yeah.
Right.
Going for the post office, you take a test. Now, if you have served in the armed services, if you have had training prior with a government company or agency, you get points on a test.
Yeah.
I'm all for that. That's great. The whole thing is the civil service was meant to, it's called the civil service exam. It's meant to help veterans coming home from war. The whole thing came up at the end of World War II, the boomer generation, the greatest generation on the planet. They were able to put this all together. They even put together welfare. And what welfare was work for welfare.
Right.
What Gen X did was turn it into work for votes.
Right.
These people are crazy. Now, what this the test has become even a racial thing. You get points for the color of your skin.
Yeah, well, I call that pulling a card.
No.
I call that pulling a card.
No.
You know, there's a bunch of cards to pull.
No. Before you get too far off, no, you don't get points for skin. You get points for veteran status. Wait, no.
Oh, you get points. Wait. You get points for veteran status. I have an issue with that already because our veterans don't have hardly any fucking status at all. They don't get taken care of at all.
Okay, you're missing what I just said then. They get points for being a veteran. They get extra credit for being a veteran.
Okay, yeah, but they maybe get extra credit for it, but they don't get anything else. They
get a job.
Illegals get more benefits than our
They get a
veterans.
job over me.
Okay, you're right. Thank you.
Exactly.
The veterans do get a job over any of us in this room right here.
The veterans.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Because you're missing the point. Because you're missing the whole point.
These people serve.
All right, so I missed the point. Sorry.
They've done their service for their country, and now they come home and look for a job.
Echoing,
and
we're
because they've been
echoing.
doing their service for the country, they don't have a job.
Yeah.
And to fight for a job in a market that's not really flush with jobs.
You have a delay. Is there a delay knob over there?
Is there?
On that. You want to know? I know.
Yeah, we have some echoing on YouTube.
We always
That's the second time. No, we don't always have echoing on YouTube.
A lot of times we do. Most of our shows have an echo.
They have a.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
It's because.
I'm just gonna eat some salted caramel peanuts.
But I wanted to clarify.
Hey, I want to catch a clown. I want to catch one.
Okay.
Catch it.
I was going to clarify that they don't. Let's go before. No, we can't. You guys, we can't leave a racist thing fucking hanging like that.
Okay.
People like skin do not get extra points. I just wanted to clarify that. What happens is if one of those agencies are looking, they need to meet their quota or whatever. They want to hire
A quota.
Some have quotas, some don't.
We see how well that worked out in Miami in the 80s.
Most don't, but if the problem happens, especially in cities, where if you have a high minority population and everyone is white, and you have no minority on your department, whether it be fire, police, even ambulance, that you have to make an effort to hire them. You have to have a balance.
Okay.
So otherwise you end up with a Ferguson.
Ferguson.
Remember Ferguson? Burnt? Well, riots?
No.
That's
I got another message that says severe echo.
Well, I don't know. I don't have the soundboard. Byron does. Byron doesn't know how to operate the soundboard other than make echoes and funny noises.
So maybe that echo button has something to fucking do with it.
No, because we're not echoing until he does that.
I did that.
But no, you need to shut that off because it's probably fucking up even more.
No, I mean.
And there should be some type of delay. Is there a delay button? One of those knobs say delay?
We have a severe echo on YouTube, so we're trying to
We
figure
are
this out.
aware of a severe echo.
I'm informing Byron.
But YouTube feed is me, and I can hear you got something going on. There's a fuzzy.
Touch the damn thing.
You did? You say that right after you make a fucking change. You didn't do anything. Yep. But there is a sound.
Yeah, I think it's because you got an old computer.
Oh, it's my computer now.
Well, that and we're running it.
I apologize if you could hear me chewing my salty
Nuts.
caramel peanuts. I wasn't going to say nuts, asshole.
I did.
Sorry if you could hear me chewing. Apparently,
No, what the hell are you
apparently Bill could hear me chewing. Of course, Bill's waiting for my hair to cross my face.
What's this plug in?
Yeah, what's this doing?
Fucking around.
What's this one?
Yeah, what's this one plugged in?
Oh my gosh. If we end up going out, Byron is pulling on a cord right now, people. You can't really
They're all
see.
microphone cords. Most a lot of it microphone
Okay,
cords.
well, what's that got to do with YouTube?
That goes to my computer.
Echo.
It goes to your computer, so...
Yeah.
Oh my god, here we are.
You
The
turn it
Wicked
down a
Pissah
bit.
Show.
Turn it down a bit, yeah.
Technically fucked up once
There you
again.
go. All right, now see if the echo's gone
Is
down.
the echo gone, people? Let me know.
All
Check
right.
one, check one, check two. Can you hear me now, motherfuckers? Do we have an echo? Let me know. How do we sound?
Well, the problem, what I'm concerned there is that our volume is too low. But, well, that's okay. We'll see.
What's an output?
Yeah,
Well, we have four watching on
That's
YouTube
an
right now.
output becoming an input.
3 possibly one.
Because we can't afford good equipment.
The equipment's fine. If somebody keeps touching it off, and don't say you don't, because we didn't have an
Oh, yes,
echo
you
for
do.
weeks. And I must have turned this, and I came back.
Oh no, I came over one time and he was like, oh yeah, I messed. Okay, now we can't hear you.
Yeah, well, and he says this stuff right after he's touched the stuff. He'll make an echo sound, and then things won't work right. He's like, I didn't touch anything.
So it's Byron fucking everything up. Stop doing the sound effects and figure out the YouTube shit because
There's nothing else to figure out.
they can't hear us
Yeah,
now.
that sucks.
Well, YouTube sucks.
Hold on, let me see.
I should back up a little bit.
I like YouTube.
Bakada.
Bucket, you turned me up way the fuck up.
I didn't touch you.
That would probably just be your headphones. But
No,
That's what I meant.
It's only
Fucking
4
assholes.
the headphones have nothing to do with anything.
But that's the only thing that I touched.
Okay, I can hear you now, Bill says. Thank you, Bill.
Alright.
Alright, any echo? How's the echo?
Is there an echo? Echo. That's a joke. Is there an echo?
Unbelievable.
I need to have another beer.
Oh.
I need to do a fucking masseuse.
Yeah.
No, seriously, you know what? We do have an echo.
It's terrible.
Okay, well, we're trying to work that out, people. Sorry about the echo. But
We're working on that as we
yes,
speak.
That's not helping me.
I know.
Unbelievable.
seriously
F you.
stupid.
Every guy's got to do something every fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was my problem that last week
See if that works.
when the Windows 10 update remapped his entire soundboard.
Yeah, right.
That was my fault because.
Well, because at the beginning of the show, you just have to stop playing with everything. And then we get, okay, we're going to go on Spreaker. Oh, shit, wait a minute. And that's always like the last fucking thing you do. Oh, I'm all set. I'm ready to go, you tell me, for like 20 minutes straight. And then when it's time to go, oh, shit, where'd that go?
I lose shit on my computer. Don't touch the board.
Yeah.
The only knob I have adjusted on that is my
Your little echo
my
toy there?
volume.
And the echo and whatever else is
Oh, we
underneath
play
there.
with that, but that doesn't affect anything.
Oh, God. Allie, you all right over there?
Yeah, I'm just sore.
Oh.
I think I slept wrong, that's all.
How can
But,
you sleep wrong? Eh?
Because I fall asleep in the wrong position and I don't wake up until I wake
I
up.
see you fall asleep like a 3-year-old kid with her ass up in the air, face down on the pillow. Oh, is that Spreaker time up?
Spreaker time.
All right, I do
Stay
have,
with us, YouTube.
yeah, well, I do have some great topics we'll talk about on the next show. We'll be back at 15.1 in a few minutes.
Well, no.
Yeah, no, we'll cut out YouTube too.
Yeah, we'll cut out YouTube too until about, what, 9 o'clock?
Yeah,
That's
and-
10 minutes away.
Oh, at 9 o'clock, don't forget to listen
That
to...
blaring sound, that was Allie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Well, if somebody didn't turn my shit up, it's not my
No,
fault.
but you just talk louder right at the end there.
Oh. Fuck you all.
Here's the soundboard.
All right, we're the Wicked Pissah Show. Thank you very much for listening. Hopefully you'll join us for 15.2.
Oh, you know what? That means time for another beer.
Another beer. I gotta go with that.
It takes a